You step on the scale this morning and it says one number, then tomorrow it says a completely different number, and you did not gain 3 pounds of fat overnight? So what is actually going on, and why does this simple metal box have so much power over your mood before you have even had your coffee? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you are going to understand exactly why your weight bounces around every single day, and why the number you see is almost never the number that matters. And honestly, this is one of the biggest reasons people quit their fitness journey out of pure frustration, when the truth is way less scary than it feels. Your body weight is not just fat. It is a combination of muscle, bone, organs, blood, water, food sitting in your digestive tract, and glycogen stored in your muscles and liver. And out of all these things, water is the biggest reason your weight swings so much from one day to the next, because your body can hold on to or release several pounds of water depending on what you ate, how much sodium and carbohydrates you consumed, how much you slept, how stressed you were, and even where you are in your training cycle. And for women, hormonal shifts throughout the menstrual cycle can add even more water fluctuation on top of everything else. Let's talk about glycogen for a second, because this is something almost nobody explains properly. Every gram of carbohydrate you eat that gets stored as glycogen in your muscles pulls in about 3 to 4 grams of water along with it. So if you have a high-carb day, like a refeed or a cheat meal, you could wake up the next morning 2 to 4 pounds heavier, not because you gained fat, but because your muscles are storing more fuel and holding more water. And this is actually a good thing for performance and recovery. But psychologically, it can wreck your confidence if you don't understand the science behind it. Then there is sodium. And sodium gets a bad reputation, but it is not the enemy. Sodium regulates fluid balance in your body. So a salty meal, restaurant food, or even something as simple as soy sauce or pickles can cause temporary water retention that shows up on the scale the very next morning. And this has nothing to do with fat gain. It is simply your body holding extra water to balance out the sodium levels. And within a day or two, once your intake normalizes, that water weight comes right back off on its own. Sleep is another massive factor that people completely overlook. When you don't get enough quality sleep, your cortisol levels rise, and cortisol is a stress hormone that can cause your body to retain water and even influence hunger hormones like ghrelin and leptin. So after a bad night of sleep, don't be shocked if the scale reads higher. It is not fat. It is stress and hormones playing tricks on you. And this is exactly why professional bodybuilders and coaches will tell you that recovery is just as important as training and diet when it comes to seeing consistent progress. Digestion plays a role too. Whatever you eat has to travel through your digestive system before it fully processes. And depending on fiber intake, hydration, and how regular you are, there could be anywhere from half a pound to even 2 or 3 pounds of food and waste sitting in your gut at any given time. So the scale is also weighing everything currently inside your digestive tract, not just your actual tissue. And this is one more reason a single day's weight means almost nothing in isolation. Now here is where the psychology part becomes just as important as the science. Because so many people build an emotional relationship with the number on the scale, they wake up, they weigh themselves, and that single number decides whether they feel good or bad about themselves for the entire day. And this is an incredibly unhealthy pattern, because your worth and your progress are not determined by a fluctuating number that is influenced by water, sodium, sleep, hormones, and digestion. This is why so many people fall into a cycle of restrictive eating or even give up entirely after seeing a random spike, when in reality nothing went wrong with their progress at all. It was simply normal biological variation. And understanding this is genuinely one of the most freeing realizations you can have on a fitness journey. This is exactly why experienced lifters and coaches never trust a single day's weigh-in. Instead, they track a weekly average. You weigh yourself daily under the same conditions. First thing in the morning, after using the bathroom, before eating or drinking anything. Then you take all 7 numbers from the week and average them out. And you compare that weekly average to the previous week's average. Because trends over time tell the real story, not daily snapshots. And once you start doing this, you will notice the day-to-day anxiety around the scale completely disappears, because you already expect the number to bounce around and you are focused on the bigger pattern instead. It's also worth mentioning that muscle and fat do not weigh differently per unit of volume in the way people think. A pound of muscle and a pound of fat both weigh exactly 1 pound. The difference is density. Muscle is more compact and takes up less space. So someone who is building muscle and losing fat at the same time might see very little change on the scale for weeks, while their body is visibly transforming, which is another reason relying only on the scale can be misleading. And this is why progress photos, how your clothes fit, strength numbers in the gym, and even body measurements with a tape are just as important, if not more important, than the scale alone. So the next time you step on the scale and see a number that seems random or discouraging, remember it is simply a snapshot influenced by water, sodium, glycogen, sleep, stress, hormones, and digestion. And none of that reflects your actual fat loss or muscle gain progress on any single day. The real signal is in the weekly trend, in how your strength is progressing, in how your clothes fit, and in how you feel. And once you shift your focus away from obsessing over daily numbers and toward these bigger indicators, you will build a much healthier and more sustainable relationship with your body and with the entire process of getting fitter and stronger. If this video helped you understand your body a little better, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe for more science-based fitness and psychology content that actually makes sense.